Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, where I think we're done here. I'm pretty sure we've got all the information that we can. And so we need to move on. I'm not exactly sure where to go to start. I've already been to Damask's hideout, so maybe from here, just see if there's anything at the exhibition hall. Oh. Did not expect that, honestly. The Treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Damask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa, whoa, that's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Anything worth... That's probably where the sacred urn was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Should I put my attorney's badge there, you know, as a replacement? I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Megatama? Oh, you're being silly. That's definitely too small. Use a cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Oh yeah, we saw this already. 108 ways to save money. Pretty sure the number's gone up since last time. Always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Okay. So nothing? Is there any point to checking out the basement? Oh yeah, okay. Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? So, how is it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Damask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Alright. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. Looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Damask calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. Yeah, something about that doesn't feel finished. What? So Damask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I'd never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Damask pretty well. I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Well, why would I? Oh, you do know. Alright. Psych locks. We got this. What do you think it means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? No. Are we gonna have to go to Crane Village? Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? No, we don't. Because that's what it should look like. That's not the one that we had. I swear the coloring was off too. I could just be overthinking that or possibly mistaken, but I think so. Build to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. I guess I didn't pay much attention to that part. Alright, that has nothing to do with this, specifically. Let's come back to this. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the main exhibition hall, and let's go to... oh, we can't go to the jail from here. Alright, let's look around here, and then maybe we'll go back to the office. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect now that they know he was actually masked to mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Yeah, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mask to mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. No. Gotta be something here we can look at. That is incredibly surprising. I can't think of another area. Like, did it just glitch? I can't think of any other area in the entire game, and like the entire trilogy up to this point, that had nothing for me to look at. I guess we're moving on. Can I go? I want to go to the detention center. I think that's the only place I haven't been. Is he back? Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? You see... On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor's department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Alright, let's start with mask to mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are mask to mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? He went kind of insane. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. Okay, that didn't really help us much. So that night you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there's no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. It's probably when he dropped his wallet. Okay, that adds up. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? Alright, so I mean, we saw the outline. I don't think they're trying to hide it there. That just raises further questions. I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. Oh, so that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew. Thank goodness. No, I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. Criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least that's what I thought anyway. So he became Mask to Mask for Desiree. I feel like I got almost nothing out of that. Let's see. So is this blackmail letter written by KB Security's CEO, Kane Bullard? Hey, she got his name right. I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. I don't think that's true. I was at KB Security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the key card. So, is that when you dropped it? I'm sorry, I should have told you the truth earlier. My new prevailing theory is that maybe there's more than one mask to mask. What are you still doing with this key card anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security? Of course I returned it, don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. Oh. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said use this to enter the CEO's office. Oh, I didn't know Master Mask had become so famous. Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo. Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you'd like. I'll even add behind bars. Yes, please, please. It looks like Ron has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial today. But he was declared not guilty of being masked to mask. What do you think about this? Oh. It's just that yeah. Oop. Nothing. All right. I don't know why I presented that. I didn't expect much there. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says right in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Guard in the photo is Ron Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the mask to mask disguise. That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Oh, thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, but it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. But blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down, don't get so worked up. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Eminem heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give it up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. Wait. $100,000. Ah. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. And after that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Oh, okay. Plans? Heist plans. Okay, I kind of see what's going on here a little bit. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. Okay. So... Oh. Okay, so how does he fit into this? Is he there to, like, make sure that Ron could get in and get what he needed? Without, like, any real security? They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean the ones who planned the heists that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans for from some very kind person. Oh my god, I cannot read today. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was mask to mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts, someone who planned them all out in detail. Well, I have an idea about who would have all those details about, like, the cameras and all that stuff. I can think of 2 people, actually. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. You try not to look so gleeful about it. So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? From Damask's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by Blackmail Letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. I'm assuming this is Pearls. Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back. Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And, what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew. That was a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refiled into the court record. Found in Atmy's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's the genuine article. Oh! Are we done here? Did hold on, is there anything else I want to present? The urn. That's kind of strange. What is? Up until now, Master Mass has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want? You make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mass stole. That's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Hehe, sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there was no prints on it, and anything else for that matter, which is weird because we now know that it did in fact go off. Did we get... Yeah, there we go, buzzer record, okay. I want to make sure we had that. I think we're done here. Actually... Mr. Bullard, my old boss, it's so sad. Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead? Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He had lots of threatening things to people. Wait. Do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail? Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right? Interesting. Okay. I have, again, a vague idea of what's going on here, but I still feel like I'm missing some very important pieces. And we'll just have to figure out what those are in the next episode. I hope you guys are still enjoying this so far. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.